Hold on 1 second, Doug. I'm going to start the recording.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hey, Myles, Doug Mouton in New Orleans. How good was John Trey? And look, he's a guy like you that has sort of waited a long time to get his chance. I'm guessing you can sort of feel for him when he's having that success too, right?
Yeah, I mean, John Trey, along with our whole offense and receiving core, played a heck of a game. John Trey was getting open. He was catching the ball. He was making plays. He was getting yards after the catch. And that's what it's all about, and that's what we do.
Hey, Brennan, what do you think about just the passing game, how it's been developing between you and Terrace Marshall? Because another game, 2 touchdowns to him again.
Yeah, tonight was good. We made a lot of mistakes and we have a lot of work to do and improve on. But that's a guy that, him and I have been, along with the rest of the receivers, have been working really hard this offseason. And it's nice to be able to go out there and trust those guys to go up and make the plays as they are doing.
Hey, Myles, can you just talk a little bit about John Emery and kind of his development throughout the offseason, and then also, him having a big game for you guys tonight as well?
Yeah, I feel like our running backs played really, really, really well. They ran the ball hard, and John and Ty are both guys that have been busting their butt since they got here, day one. This is not a surprise to us or them, and I feel like they performed really well tonight, and I'm excited to see them progress throughout the season.
Hey, Myles, Wilson Alexander from The Advocate had said that, he wanted you to improve your pocket presence and your decision-making after the Mississippi State game. It seemed like that was, really working for you tonight. What did you do throughout the week to improve on those things?
A lot of drill work, stepping up in the pocket. Coach Callaway, we drilled every single day, different drills to step up in the pocket, feel the rush, and still deliver a good ball. And it wasn't perfect by any means, and we're going to continue to get better. But I definitely saw improvement.
Yeah, Myles, Ron Higgins. It seems tonight your comfort level went up considerably. You just stepped back and just ripped it, just threw it. Not much thinking. You just you saw the guy, you threw it. Just talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do, and that's who I am, and that's what this offense is. Tonight we went out and we performed the way that, we know how to perform. Like I said, we still have a lot of room to improve in, and it wasn't perfect, like I said, by any means. But this is a good start.
Hey, Myles, with John Emery tonight, I mean, it seemed like he was such a focus in this game, whether you were passing to him on the side or whether he was running. Like, what did you see from his performance? How much did it do for you guys, and how do you feel that opened the offense today?
Yeah, I mean, it was tremendous. Being able to run the ball successfully opens up the pass game. Those guys, when they have the balls in their hands, they're going to make plays. And that's really important, and that's what they do. And they do it really well. So I'm proud of those guys, but we still have a lot of work to do.
Myles, what do you think helped more, having the time on the field last week or the time from last week in practice to this week? Because it did look different tonight.
Being able to practice and the time from last week to this week, we could critique the film. And there was a lot of mistakes made, and we took it a day at a time, and we improved on something every single day. And that's what's important for this team. Like Coach O says, we're an ascending football team, meaning we're going to get better every single day and every single week. And I think that's the biggest thing. We're going to get in there and watch this game. There's going to be a lot of things to correct, and we're going to move forward and make those adjustments and corrections and move on to next week.
Hey, Myles, Brooks again. I don't know if you saw, but out there, Arkansas just beat Mississippi State. It just seems like this season is so wild, and all the things that have been going on. I mean, from you guys to rebound now, what's your outlook on this season, and how you kind of, keep even keel through this whole thing?
Yeah, you just got to stay level-headed and take it a week at a time. That's what we do. That's what we've done, and that's how we're going to continue to do things around here. Take it a week at a time, a game at a time, and focus on what we need to focus on and get better at the things that we need to get better at.
Thanks for your time, Myles.
Thank you.
The recording has stopped. Recorded.
JaCoby, hey, Doug Mouton at WWL in New Orleans. How much better does it feel this week than last week?
Man, it feels a whole lot better. I mean, like I said last week, I'm a sore loser, so I hate losing. So when we come back and get a W like we did, and not only was it not a close game, we dominated on both sides of the ball. That's always good. That's something that this team needs to get used to and go back and look at how we practice throughout the week and keep doing that and being consistent and building on it.
Hey, JaCoby, two questions. One, during the broadcast, they said that you didn't let the defense watch anything but Vanderbilt. No Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. So what do you think about your method for getting the team ready for the game? And also, what do you think was the biggest area they improved on this week?
Oh, yeah, I told those guys that I put all, especially the defense, I put all of us on punishment. We were on punishment from how we performed last Saturday. And it worked out. I mean, look at how we played. Elias had a good day. He had a pick. It was always nice to have Stingley back. You know, he had the one PI, but other than that, he shut down the half of the field like he always does. Ty got an interception. Jabril and Damone, and I mean, this the entire defense as a whole had a really good game. So we might be on punishment this week, just how well we played.
Hey, JaCoby, obviously you guys, they ran for about 100 yards on you guys in the first half, and then that really kind of seemed to slow down in the second half. I mean, what was the biggest adjustment that you guys made in the run defense?
That's something Coach Pelini is really he worked on, was making adjustments. I mean, when you look at the first half, they really stressed running the ball, and when they do something like that so much, you can't look at the number of how much they run the ball, but how effective they run the ball. It's like almost kind of like last week. You know, they could throw for 200 yards, but if they throw the ball 60 times, how efficient was it? And when you look at Vanderbilt in the first half, they may have had 100 yards, but it wasn't as efficient, and that's why in the second half those runs didn't break big because we stressed making the tackles and wrapping up.
Hey, JaCoby, 113 yards passing against you guys, 2 picks. How much vindication do you think is there for you?
Oh, it's definitely a confidence booster, especially for the young guys, especially for the guys that that haven't played as much. Is definitely a confidence booster. Just to, I mean, at the end of the day, Vanderbilt's an SEC opponent, you know. So to hold those guys under 200 yards passing and forcing 2 turnovers, you go into game 1-3. But to get 2 and winning the turnover battle is always a good deal and is always a confidence booster.
Okay, JaCoby, just 2 things. Does Derek Stingley make that big of a difference? And how much did your front 4 getting pressure kind of really finalize things for you guys in the secondary?
Derek makes a huge difference. I mean, I keep saying, he's the best corner in the nation. So guys they think twice about throwing the ball his way, and that hesitation gives our front 4 time to get there. And our front 4 play lights out. I mean, I got mad at Andre for tipping the ball because I felt like if the quarterback would have got it off, I could have got a pick. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm glad to how those guys are playing. And like I said at the beginning of the year, I'm excited to see those guys unleashed.
Hey, JaCoby, Megan Glover with KLX in Alexandria. Again, I had the same question about Stingley as well, but what were y'all just seeing from them, especially in that second half, almost shutting these guys out, and just what clicked for y'all the most tonight?
Just making the adjustments. I mean, they had a couple of big plays here and there, but like I said, at the end of the day, you play the SEC opponent. Those guys on scholarship too, so they're going to make plays. If you think that we're going to come in and not just those guys aren't going to make plays, it's going to look like we're playing against a high school team. You're not watching college football the right way. So the best thing that we did in halftime was took what they did successfully and made adjustments, and we talked about it as a defense, and the majority of that was just wrapping up and finishing the tackles, and that's what we did.
Hey, Jacoby, going back to Eli Ricks, I mean, he had an interception today, and he had a rough game against Mississippi State, but he also had a pick in that. What do you think those moments are doing for him and helping his growth early on?
Well, when he came out to the sideline, I said that this interception counts because the last one didn't count for how bad that we played. So we can congratulate Elias Ricks on his first career interception.
We'll wrap up with Doug.
JaCoby, how good has Ali Gay been the first two games?
He's been really good. He's just been a disruptor, man, and he always gets back there and causes pressure, and that makes my job easy. That makes all the secondary jobs easy because it affects the quarterback to know that, hey, 11 has a chance to come here and knock me out, or 11 could come get a pressure at any down. So they're quick with their decision making, and sometimes they throw right into the coverage if we disguise it, or at the time we just shut the receiver down, they throw it right to us. So to have a good pass rusher in Ali Gay, and then you have another guy, Andre Anthony, that comes that really no one's talking about, but has that really has good games. It's always good to have those ends rushing and causing pressure and causing havoc.
Thank you, JaCoby.
Thank you.
The recording has stopped.